this. Power overwhelming.
Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today it's going to be Flash and BISU in a game on Apocalypse. A really fun map, desert tile set. I do love this tile set. And hopefully there will be more maps on this tile set in the future. Left side is going to be BISU, right side is going to be Flash. You are here today for these two players. And maybe for Falcon Paladin. Alright, man. So, TVP. We got Vultures, we got Tanks, we have Dragoons, we have maybe Storm or Reaver drops and stuff. So, let's go ahead and see how these two players will open. Man, hit that like button if you're excited for Flash versus BISU here today on the channel. Happy Saturday, everyone. Or if you're not watching this on Saturday, happy whatever day you choose to watch this video. Mouthful of Minerals probe chosen to throw down a pylon. And then return it to the Nexus. Kind of weird, but okay, BISU. Yeah, Flash is not quite back. But I'm hoping that he will announce his return to StarCraft Brood War momentarily. Or maybe he already has. He's casting this a week in advance. Boo. What are the plays? What are the plays going to be from both of these players? We're looking at a gateway. Cool, no proxies. Looks very much like a barracks coming up here from Flash. Yes, this is barracks timing. And ka-chow. There is the barracks coming up. Probe, scouting, pretty much the correct direction here on this three-player map. You have a 50-50 chance of scouting where Flash is if you're playing against Flash on Apocalypse. Doo-doo. And here he comes, Petey the Probe running on in to see what's going on. Gonna go ahead and check to see that there is, in fact, a barracks coming up, which means that Flash is here. Let's go ahead and see how early these two players take their gas. Oh, here we go. Refinery already on the way here for Flash, which means there's going to be a factory coming up before his expansion. And there we go. Assimilator going down as well. So, Cybernetics Core, and then right into Dragoons here. Zealot already on the way. And a little bit of probe harass, just delaying the construction of the barracks a little bit, but not too much. So barracks down, a Marine on the way here to chase down Petey the Probe and execute him for the crime of scouting and harassing Robert the Zealot, huffing it away. Man, I wish I could run, but I don't have the upgrade to run. And Petey gets out. Gets out. Factory on the way. Cybernetics Core coming in. So, respect. Respect for these players. Playing against each other. They have played thousands and thousands of times. Ah! Robert says, get out of here. Stop harassing. Stop harassing my probe. And the Marine says, that's what the probe was doing. Harassing. Yeah, hypocrite. Anyhow, so a little bit of Sim City here. That's the supply depot placement. But, ooh, these Marines are nowhere near the main base. But hey, a Marine spawn. We got ourselves an expansion here from BISU. SCV says, okay, nice expansion timing. I am not expanding. Not quite expanding, but we'll see if these minerals get up to 400 minerals. Steve says, what's up? What's up, little probes? Everything is A-okay. Very, very good. And, yeah, so we've got factory building vultures. Run. Run, Steve. Ugh. 8 shots from a Dragoon to kill an SCV. And, we're pulling the boys. Alright, man. So Marines, Vultures, and SCVs coming to kill ya. Mr. BISU, what do we have? What do we have? We have one Dragoon. Oh, man. The Dragoon says we are in so much trouble right now. A second Dragoon is on the way. And it's a Zealot. One Dragoon versus like 5 Marines, a Vulture, and a bunch of SCVs. Pulling the probes! Yeah. Bunker coming up. The Marines shooting indiscriminately, but no, shooting down these probes. Probe killed a Marine here. The Vulture is worth his weight in gold. Bunker, 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 bunker. There it is, bunker. How many Marines inside this bunker? 1. And 2. A Marine joins the party here from the other side of the map. This Vulture is getting 2 kills. And that's it. GG for our sneaky two for game number 1. BISU goes down. And Flash gets that win with a really excellent, let's scout the Nexus timing. Let's bring a bunch of Marines that we've already made anyway, and a bunch of Vultures, and bring some SCVs with us. Throw down a bunker, shut down this base, completely murder BISU's ability to win this game. And what a fantastic display here. This wasn't even a greed build. This wasn't even, BISU was like, I'm going to go Nexus first, ha, and then Flash punished it with a bunker. No, this was Gateway into Cybercore into expansion. And Flash was like, I'm going to punish that anyway, no big deal. What a fantastic game from him. BISU was like, no, I did everything right. I wasn't greedy. Why am I being punished? I don't know. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like this is probably pretty viable in every TVP ever. If you scout the timing on the expansion, you don't expand yourself. You bring a bunch of SCVs with you. You make a bunch of Marines in the early game, of a couple of Vultures as well. 4 kills on this one, though. I mean, he put in some work. This one only 2, but 6 total kills on these Vultures is awesome. And then, yeah, shut down this base. There's nothing back home to deal with this at all. And BISU's forced to tap out in game 1 on Apocalypse. So awesome stuff, dude. Flash, very, very capable of this, man. That was awesome. I mean, that was a truly, truly, truly great display. I mean, how to play TVP there. Let's go ahead, check out this final score. Not a lot to look at, honestly, if it's a, you know, it's a 5-minute game here. But, yeah, Flash had more points. Got a 16-to-9 kill ratio. Nice. 69 is a good aspect ratio, too. No buildings were razed. Neat. And then out-resourced the Protoss, despite the fact the Protoss had second bases for like 4 seconds. So, tough stuff. All right, game 2 coming in next, man. Let's see what Flash versus BISU has in store for that. Game 2, we're still on Apocalypse. Top side, BISU. Bottom left, Flash. Excellent stuff here in game 1 from Flash. Let's see if we can follow it up and get a nice 2-0 on BISU, man. Woof. That was really, really good stuff. Man. What a gamble there. Pulling the boys to see if he can get a game closeout under 5 minutes from BISU. And again, Gateway, Cybercore, and then expansion, dude. Just very, very standard, and I don't know. I do not know what is going on here, but we will see. We will see if BISU can maybe scout the SCV pull a little bit earlier and maybe throw down a cannon. Cannons are excellent against Marines, SCVs, Vultures, all the stuff that killed him in game 1. Let's see and go ahead and check out if PD the Probe's luck is going to hold. Nope, scouting the wrong direction here versus Flash, but that's okay because this isn't a 4-player map. This is a 3-player map. So, if you scout wrong, then you know where the Terran player is immediately after your first wrong scout. Quick plug for Patreon, patreon.com/Falcon Paladin. You can check it out. Subscribe to me over there for as little as $1 a month. Gives you access to videos I post 1 month before anyone else can see them. Pretty fun place to be. And yeah, if you want to support the channel, that's probably the best way to do that on a subscription basis. You can also support the channel just by clicking, doing a super chat down below for a one-time dono on a video, just to say thanks for the video, man. Don't want to subscribe or anything. That seems like too much of a hassle, and I totally get that. And then I'm also at PayPal. If you go to paypal.com/Falcon Paladin, you can send donos out there on a one-time basis too. Anyway, Barracks coming up. We got ourselves the Gateway already done. Zealot in production. Barracks placement a little bit different in this game, but nothing too crazy. It was basically a little bit further back in game 1, but nothing's really going to change because of that Barracks placement. Who's going to get their gas first, right? That's always the question on everybody's mind here in these TVPs, especially who's going to get that gas and that delicious Vespine harvesting more quickly. And there it is again. Gas first here from Flash. On the other side, the Probe Harass is doing what it can do. And by the other side, I mean, not quite getting gas yet. Zealot harassment, standard, tale as old as time here. Probe going to try to stay alive. Did very well in game 1. I'm pretty sure the Probe lived the entire game, unless it was part of that desperate Probe charge to defend that natural base, where a lot of workers did unfortunately die. Look at this guy, juking. Juking all over the place, man. There's the Cybercore, and there is the gas. So once again, very standard opening. Robert the Zealot shows up, is actually going to delay construction on this bunker. So this tells me that Flash does want to expand before he gets a factory. That's what that bunker tells us. That said, he's got the gas income coming in anyway, so I don't know. How many workers on gas? One? Ah, just the one on gas. Okay, okay. Makes sense. So he's going to save... Oh, boy. Ow, no bunker for you, dude. SCV dies building the bunker again. Worst job 2024, dude. Man, what's crazy is 2024 kind of sounds like a time when StarCraft would be possible, right? In 1998, when StarCraft came out, people were like, oh, man, the far-flung future of 2024, yeah. We're obviously going to have faster-than-light travel. We're going to explore distant galaxies. We're going to find alien races. It's going to be amazing. Although, technically, race isn't the right number. Like, it's a species, right? Alien species is the correct term for that. Anyway, BISU's expanding. Getting a second gate up. Expanding to his Flash a little bit later than he wanted to, I think. Bunker delay is really annoying stuff, but Marine count enough to deal with these guys for now. Gonna go ahead and fall back to the bunker. Singularity charge. Not coming in quite yet. We just got our gas, so we don't have the gas for it. There's the factory timing here at about 4 minutes. Steve the SCV gets in, takes multiple hits from a Dragoon, but says it takes more than that to kill me. And flinging on up, getting that scout off, seeing that Singularity charge is being researched on that cyber core. That's great. So the bunkers are like, or the Marines inside the bunker are like, all right. Got some time where we're safe from Dragoons, but not forever. There's a timer on it. So this is moving into more of a normal TVP for sure. Second factory coming in. Second gate already done. Kind of the nice thing about Protoss is you get your unit producing structures earlier, right? Gateways are the backbone of this army in TVP, and it's factories for the Terrans, so it takes a little bit longer to get 2 factories up than it does to get up 2 gates. Just because, well, the gas expenditure here on that factory is going to be a lot more than gateways, which are 0 gas. Infinite more gas. Robotics facility on the way. Could be some Reaver drops in the future, but definitely going to get a couple obs here first, just because we never know what this machine shop's going to research when it comes to TVP. It could be Spider Mines first. Got to keep an eye on it, man. Spider Mines will kill us if we don't have detection on those. Although, I don't know, BISU and other elite Protoss are very capable of dealing with Spider Mines without detection. You come in, trigger the Spider Mine, drop back a little bit, target fire the Spider Mine, bam, done. It's not easy. BISU's capable of doing it. Getting a third base down this left side, too. Love that timing from him. Recognizing the bunker means that there's really not a push coming. Singularity charge finishing. And the bunker needs 4 SCVs on it to deal with the 4 Dragoons that are firing upon it all of the time. Robotics facility done. Obs. Yep, definitely observatory. Definitely siege mode from Flash. What a guess, siege mode, but sometimes it is vulture speed, sometimes it is spider mines. Tank is almost ready to siege up. Bam, siege up. Man, Flash immediately sieges up here. The Dragoons are like, we can take 1 shot from this tank and we're okay. I mean, we do definitely take some hull damage here, depending on how things are going. Maybe that was splash combined with some direct target damage, but whatever. Whatever. Gate. Here we go. Lots of gates coming in. 3 bases. BISU's feeling pretty comfortable, gotta say. Engineering bay, largely, almost entirely going to be, well, entirely going to be for missile turrets, right? We're not giving these Marines attack or armor upgrades at all. We are, in fact, going to get a turret here because we're worried about Reavers dropping shuttles. Shuttles dropping Reavers on our heads. Reavers dropping shuttles would be interesting thing to see for sure. Robotic support bay in production, which guess what? That means the Reaver. Means the Reaver is coming soon. I mean, it's not like a 1-base Reaver crazy fast opening, but it's definitely going to be Reavers earlier than sometimes we see them. Although this matchup is probably the one that gets Reavers out the fastest. No, I don't know. I'm not sure if there is a matchup where they come out the fastest. They're just good, no matter where you make them, no matter when you make them, no matter who you make them against. I love this Ob sneaking in. Never mind, dead. I thought I was going to split the difference here, but the Goliaths are out in time to deal with that. Neat. Spider-Mine's coming in. Shuttle speed getting researched. Reaver production. as soon as this shuttle finishes. Immediately. See that? See that? That's how you know it's BISU, man. That immediate Reaver timing as soon as the robotics bay is done. Another factory coming in, working on double upgrades here. Vulture speed and spider mines, good, all of it. Also a +1 air weapons. BISU getting a 4th base, really thinking about getting into carriers. That has to be what this is. You do not get a +1 air weapons upgrade unless you're planning on going carriers. There's no reason to do it. Listen, maybe you want to make scouts or something insane and dumb against Flash. Flash is not going to die to scouts. He already has Goliaths out, man. Like, don't worry about it. He's going to get Charon boost on those suckers fairly soon, too. As soon as he has the cash for it, I assume most machine shops are open. Charon boost really helps against Reaver shenanigans if that's what you're worried about. Not that he has any... Where's your Stargate? Not that he has any indication that it's Reavers. He's just kind of sniffing it, right? Doesn't have ComSat yet, so he has no ability to scan in and see the robotics bay, which is, by the way, somewhere. There's the Stargate, not in a position to be scanned very easily. There you go. Vacuum cleaners are here. Old-timey. Vacuum cleaners are present. That was the inspiration for sure for whoever designed that particular structure, which I think is cool. Inspiration from real world, man. 4th base coming in, 3rd base rather. 3rd base coming in, Zealot unloads, Reaver unloads. Oh gosh, no. Oh gosh, no. Like 1 SCV died there? How? 2 SCVs died there. Has to be more than that, right? SCV dies, building a supply depot. Reaver gets a shot off on a turret. The natural enemy of the Reaver drop are turrets. Damn, nope. Zealot finishes it off. Reaver! Oh my gosh, one more shot. That SCV thought it was safe. It wasn't. They're returning home, and now it is safe. That gets cleaned up. SCVs come back in. 54 workers to 63 probes for BISU. Spider mines all over the place here. The vultures are like, hey, okay, that actually didn't connect with anything. But now we have obs. Now we have ranged dragoons. We've had those for a hot minute. Yeah, fleet beacon, 2 extra. This is a basically on 3 base starting carrier play from BISU. This is pretty vulnerable, right? If Flash decides to move out with a bunch of tanks and vultures and Goliaths and stuff, he can definitely win here because BISU's not making a very big ground army. Because what he would like to do is make carriers, and those are expensive, and he can't do that if you don't have any cash. He doesn't actually have enough cash to make a carrier right now, so maybe he's worried about that, right? He's worried about Flash coming out and killing him, so he's going to be very patient with the carrier production. And there we go, firing up 2 of them now. Hybrid carrier ground stuff has been the meta for several years now. If you watch some of my older casts from 2008, 2009, those are very much, let's just make mass carrier all the time against Terran. There he goes. Catches that Stargate blinking and says, oh, that's got to be carriers. So, all right, let's get a starport. Maybe some Wraiths would be good against those carriers. I mean, that's not even a maybe. That's a yes. They're designed to take down carriers. But, you know, most Terrans these days like Goliath for it just because Goliath ground damage is way better than Wraith ground damage. I think that's the simple calculus that explains why we don't see many Wraiths against carriers. There is an amazing game from Scan. I want to say Scan against, like, Shuttle or Stork or someone, where he gets a really awesome cloaked Wraith ball and snipes out a big carrier group with him. I mean, it is some 666 stuff. If you want a link to that, let me know. I read every comment anyone ever makes on the channel, so if you feel like watching that one and you haven't seen it before, ask away. And again, if you want to see something in particular in StarCraft, like, hey, has there ever been a game with infested Terran usage? Have we seen games with Queens using Spawn Broodling against Mech? Have we seen crazy DT play? Like anything, ask me, and I'll go ahead and I'll pull it from my backlog and link it to you. Because I do remember the weird ones, right? If you're just like, hey, can you tell me a TVP where Protoss went carriers and won against a Terran? It's like, what? There's like 47,000 of those. Spider mine! Ooh, nice dodge. What? Nice dodge again. Ah! No, I think he... No, did he not take a hit there? No way! No way! That spider mine detonated, but didn't do any damage to the Reaver because of the pickup. That was Crazy, crazy cool from BISU. What a play there. I mean, it didn't really do anything in the long run to actually hurt Flash, but still. It was neat. That goes in the Pimpus Plays collection, if I ever saw any move that should do that. BISU's like, I'd really like to expand down here too. Please don't come kill me. Is Flash going to move? Kind of concerned about him. He's really kind of turtling up here. He's got a 1-1 upgrade. He's working on 2-2. Caron Boost is finally getting research from him too. I mean, push into Flash here if you're BISU. That's not something that's on your list of to-do items today. But yeah, look at protecting against vultures. Flash is not being very active with vultures right now at all. He did throw down some spider mines, right? But he's not YOLOing any vultures into bases to try to kill probes. But look at the Sim City. Look at how hard it is to get into any of these bases and harass. I mean, this is a lot of investment into cannons and pylons for walling and stuff, but it's working out. BISU's maxed out. Ah, here we go. Trying to move out. Flash, Reavers, Dragoons, and Zealots are ready for him, though. Oh, Reaver takes a siege tank shot. Gets wiped out. Second Reaver inside that shuttle. Might fall back, but yeah, man. The 1-1 mech is moving out. Caron Boost is done. EMP is getting researched here, too. BISU is building 4 carriers at one time. And is effectively maxed out. This is going to be pretty big ground army with +1 attack on those guys. Carriers are sitting at a +1, working on +2 if I had to guess here. More scans coming in. Sees the base there, sees the base there. Flash is like, oh boy. Oh boy. What are we up to now, BISU? What are the shenanigans? Oh, those were connections on those spider mines. But no Dragoons died, so they'll regen those shields soon enough. Yeah, anybody have their full complement of interceptors yet? Yes. Whoa, they have +2 already. That's a +3 BISU's working on. Yo. Flash's due-to is coming in very close, but not there yet. So, nice upgrades. Looking at it here. Oh my gosh, can expand? No. Pylon Block says, I don't want this base necessarily, but I don't want Flash to have it either. At least not without me knowing. So, Flash decides it's time to go for the move out, man. I did forget to mention, this is an RJB replay. Be sure to check him out. He sent this to me today. Casting it. It'll post in a week. So, I mean, the turnaround time sometimes isn't super fast. But anyway, good. Pushing up the ramp here. Oh, both Reavers died as siege tank shots. That's not good. That was a big part of the stalling Flash army. Uh-oh. Flash is inexorably moving across the map here, looking pretty big. Pretty strong. That 2-2 has kicked in, looking real nice. Just not making nothing but Goliaths here. He says, I got the ground army taken care of. These Dragoons are not anything. All the Reavers are dead. What I need are Goliaths. And in fact, here come the carriers, where the Goliaths are going to be of most use today. Is there enough here, anti-air? Is there enough to defend against the carriers? And the answer is, I do not think so. Carrier, that's 11 of them. With +2 attack here. Siege tanks just got to fire on that Nexus. You can't really worry about the carriers right now. You really just got to do your job, which is to kill stuff on the ground and let the Goliaths do their jobs. Reinforcing Goliaths are coming in from the south, too. Here they come. Attacking interceptors on some level. This carrier micro isn't actually all that great, as a carrier does get sniped as soon as I say that, hilariously. Tank sieging up. That Nexus is dead. This Nexus going after the guaranteed damage of probes here. A bunch of Zealots swinging down from BISU, trying to get rid of these tanks. The Goliaths are like, do we deal with the... Oh, good scan. Immediately recognizing a DT gets all mixed up in here. Oh, man. This attack is actually getting shoved back. BISU lost a couple carriers. Otherwise looking good. And Flash GG's out. BISU gets the win here. Flash is like, yeah, I killed one of your bases, but I'm no idiot. I know you still have this one. You still have your main. You're over here. You're over here. You're over here. I'm a 3-basing Terran, and I couldn't deal with it. The carrier count was too high. The upgrades were too good with this 2-1-1 upgrading on the carrier stuff. My 2-2 was nice, but I did not have enough to deal with that carrier group, plus the Zealots and the DTs. And that's a GG. Killing only one base was not good enough for me. And BISU ties the best of... It's not really a best of. It's a sneaky twofer, right? Completely sneaks in a sneaky twofer here. It's a 1-1 BISU and Flash. absolutely good stuff. I mean, that was a lot of fun. So, I don't know. BISU gets away with a lot of greed and a lot of fast teching up in Game 2. Flash just completely punishes a regular opening from BISU in a way that shouldn't really happen, but man, it does happen sometimes, doesn't it? So, GG. Absolute GG there from BISU in this one. Flash is not active enough with the vultures. Maybe going for some drops would have been pretty sick to shut down this stuff that BISU was relying pretty heavily on this front walling, right? Like, getting a tank back here, some vultures back here would have been sick. He didn't even try. No drop ships. He just kind of teched up to a bunch of tanks and a bunch of Goliaths, got them upgrades, moved them out, and just was met with superior economy, superior army BISU, and that's a win. So, GG! 115,000 points for BISU, 93,000 from Flash, outproducing the Terran, getting out killed by the Terran, but not by quite as much. Resources are the big one, though, as 10 to 4 buildings were raised, and then a 43 to 31,000 outspend here in favor of BISU in only 17 minutes here in Game 2. That's a ton. That is a ton of outspend. So, GG. Well done. Like, absolutely insanely well done there. Fantastic stuff. So, GG. Way to go, BISU. Way to go, Flash. Both players get a win here in our sneaky twofer, and that's going to be it from me. This is Ben, Falcon Paladin, coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.